They built this system to keep you trapped, a maze where every turn leads to debt, dependency, and despair. They fed you lies about money, about success, about what it means to live free. They told you that wealth is evil, that ambition is greed, that failure is final. And you believed them. But we're here to tell you the truth. Money isn't the root of all evil. Complacency is, fear is, ignorance is. The only thing standing between you and the life you deserve is the story you've been told, and the one you keep telling yourself. This is GrimFace Financial, where we don't sugarcoat reality. Here, you'll learn to escape the traps they set for you, to sacrifice now so you don't suffer later, to turn pain into power, and failure into fuel. You'll learn that the mindset you choose today will define your destiny tomorrow. This isn't about greed. It's about freedom. It's about mastering the game they rigged against you and building a life on your terms. It's about refusing to settle, refusing to stay small, refusing to let anyone else control your destiny. If you're ready to face the truth, to fight for your freedom, and to claim what's rightfully yours, then let's get to work. Lesson 1. Escape the financial trap, breaking free from the system. They built this system for one purpose: control. Every brick, every rule, every dollar is designed to keep you in a cage, a gilded prison where you willingly walk in and toss away the key. They call it a dream, but it's a nightmare. A cycle of debt, dependency, and desperation, where you work endlessly to make someone else rich while you scramble to survive. This is not freedom. This is a financial trap. From the moment we step into this world, we are programmed to follow their rules. Go to school, get a job, take on debt, buy the house, buy the car, buy the lie. But let me tell you the truth they don't want you to hear. The system doesn't reward hard work. It rewards control. Your debt is their profit. Your ignorance is their power. Credit cards, student loans, mortgages, they lure you in with promises of opportunity. But what they give you is a chain around your neck. They've convinced you that debt is normal, that living paycheck to paycheck is just the way it is. They want you to feel like there's no way out. But there is a way out. It starts with you. It starts with a decision to stop being a pawn in their game. You don't need their approval to live. You don't need their handouts to thrive. You need discipline. You need independence. You need to destroy the lie that keeps you enslaved. How do you break free? By mastering your money instead of letting it master you. Start small, but start today. Build a budget like your life depends on it, because it does. Learn to say no to the things that don't matter, so you can say yes to the things that do. Save relentlessly. Invest strategically. Educate yourself ruthlessly. But don't stop there. Take it further. Learn the rules of the game, not to play it, but to beat it. The wealthy don't rely on luck. They rely on knowledge. They know how to make money work for them, while the rest of us work for money. It's time to flip the script. The system wants you to think you're alone, that your struggle is yours and yours alone. But here's the thing. They can't stop all of us. When you take control of your financial destiny, you don't just break free. You set an example for others. You become the crack in the wall, the light in the dark. The world is full of people who will tell you it's impossible, that you can't escape, that the system is too big. But I'll tell you this, the system is big, but it's not invincible. Every empire falls. Every trap has a weakness, and that weakness is you, the person who dares to see the truth and refuses to look away. So, rise up, break the chains, refuse to let their system define you. This is your fight, your rebellion, Your chance to prove that no matter how hard they try to hold you down, you will rise. Escape the trap. Take back your power. And never, ever let them control you again. Lesson 2. The cost of complacency. Why you're stuck in the rat race. There's a silent killer lurking in the shadows of your life. You don't see it. You don't hear it. But you feel it every single day. It's the weight in your chest when you wake up. The hollow ache when you clock in. The quiet despair as you count down the hours, the days, the years. That killer is complacency. And if you don't confront it, it will destroy you. Complacency is why you're stuck in the rat race, running on a wheel that takes you nowhere, chasing a dream that isn't even your own. It's why you settle for good enough when you were born for greatness. It's why you're drowning in mediocrity, while the system keeps you comfortably numb, just satisfied enough not to revolt, but not free enough to rise. The rat race is a lie. It promises you stability, but what it gives you is stagnation. You trade your time, your energy, your soul for a paycheck that barely covers the cost of the cage you live in. You call it security, but it's a trap. A trap designed to keep you running in circles, too exhausted to fight back, too distracted to see the walls closing in around you. And here's the brutal truth. The system isn't your enemy. You are. Every time you choose comfort over challenge, every time you make excuses instead of progress, every time you let fear dictate your choices, you're handing the keys to your freedom over to someone else. Complacency isn't just a state of mind. It's a death sentence for your potential. Why are you stuck? Because you've accepted the rules they've given you. Go to work, pay your bills, keep your head down, do what's expected. They want you obedient, predictable, average. But average isn't safe. It's suffocating. It's the slow decay of your dreams, the quiet erosion of everything you could be. You weren't born to be average. You weren't born to be a cog in their machine. You were born to rise, to break the wheel, not run on it. But rising means pain. It means sacrifice. It means looking in the mirror and admitting that you've been your own worst enemy. It means taking responsibility for your life and refusing to settle for anything less than extraordinary. Stop waiting for someone to save you. Stop blaming the system, your circumstances, your past. The power to escape the rat race lies in your hands. Learn, grow, push yourself to the brink, and then push further. Build skills, build wealth, build a life that they can't touch, a life that doesn't depend on their approval or their systems. And when the world tells you to stay in your lane, to be realistic, to play it safe, don't just ignore them. Prove them wrong. Show them what happens when someone dares to dream bigger, fight harder, and refuse to settle. The cost of complacency is your future. The price of mediocrity is your freedom. But the reward for courage, for discipline, for ambition, that's a life worth living, a legacy worth leaving. So rise, break the cycle, escape the rat race. The path won't be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. Let their comfort zones rot while you climb higher than they ever imagined. It's time to wake up. It's time to fight. And it's time to claim the life that's been waiting for you all along. Lesson 3. Rich or broke. The mindset that defines your destiny. There are two types of people in this world. Those who control their destiny and those who are controlled by it. The difference isn't luck, talent, or circumstance. It's mindset. The rich and the broke live in the same world, but they don't see the same reality. One sees opportunity, the other sees obstacles. One builds, the other blames. One rises, the other remains. Let's make one thing clear. Wealth is not just about money. It's about power. Power over your life, your choices, your future, and that power begins in your mind. If you think like the broke, you will live like the broke. But if you dare to think like the rich, you can rewrite your entire story. The broke mindset is a prison. It's built on fear, scarcity, and excuses. It whispers lies like, "I can't afford it," "It's too risky," or "That's for someone else, not me." It convinces you to settle, to play it safe, to stay small. But safety is an illusion. Staying small doesn't protect you. It destroys you. It robs you of your potential and leaves you shackled to mediocrity. The rich mindset? That's a weapon. It's built on courage, abundance, and relentless belief in one simple truth. You are capable of more. It doesn't matter where you start, what you have, or who's in your way. The rich mindset turns obstacles into stepping stones. It sees failure as feedback, risk as opportunity, and time as the most valuable currency of all. But here's the catch. Adopting the rich mindset requires sacrifice. It means letting go of the comfort that keeps you weak. It means destroying the stories you tell yourself about why you can't, why it's too hard, why it's not fair. It means taking full responsibility for where you are and where you're going. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you success. You either fight for it or you don't. The world is full of people who will tell you to be realistic, to play it safe, to follow the rules. They'll call you greedy, reckless, selfish. Let them talk. While they waste their energy defending their limitations, you'll be building a life they can't even dream of. Remember this. The broke mindset sees money as the goal. The rich mindset sees money as the tool. The broke spend to feel rich. The rich invest to become wealthy. The broke trade time for money. The rich trade money for time. The broke avoid risk. The rich manage it. Every choice you make, every thought you think, either moves you closer to freedom or chains you tighter to the system. So ask yourself, what do you want? To survive or to thrive? To scrape by or to soar? To be broke in spirit and bank account, or to rise with the mindset of the rich? The path is brutal. It demands discipline, resilience, and an unshakable belief that you are destined for more. But the reward? The reward is freedom. The reward is power. The reward is waking up every day knowing that you own your life, that you've conquered the mindset that keeps so many enslaved. Rich or broke, it's not about what's in your wallet. It's about what's in your mind. Choose wisely, because your mindset doesn't just shape your destiny. It is your destiny. Lesson 4. Harnessing pain. Turn financial failure into fuel for success. Pain. It's the great equalizer. The thing we all fear, all run from, all try to avoid. But let me ask you this. What if pain isn't your enemy? What if it's your greatest ally? What if the fire you've been trying to extinguish is the very thing that can forge you into something unbreakable? Financial failure. You've been there. Maybe you're still there. The weight of debt crushing your chest. The sleepless nights. The relentless voice in your head whispering, "You've failed." Society mocks you. The system grinds you down. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. Failure is not the end. It's the beginning. The beginning of something raw, something powerful, if you let it be. Pain reveals who you are. It strips away the illusions, the excuses, the lies you tell yourself to stay comfortable. Financial failure is no different. It exposes your weaknesses, your blind spots, your bad habits. And yes, it hurts. But pain is a teacher, not a tormentor. Ignore its lessons and you'll stay in the cycle. Broke, bitter, beaten. Embrace it, and you'll turn that pain into power. The first step, own it. Don't run from your failures. Don't bury them under shame and regret. Look them in the eye. Break down the reasons why you failed. Were you reckless? Ignorant? Complacent? Brutal honesty is the price of growth, and the sooner you pay it, the sooner you'll rise. Now use it. Every setback, every rejection, every sleepless night, turn it into fuel. Let the pain of failure drive you to learn, to adapt, to become smarter, stronger, more disciplined. Channel that agony into action. Study the system, master your finances, build skills that make you indispensable. Every dollar you save, every investment you make, every risk you calculate, it's a step away from the ashes and toward the empire you're building. But don't stop there. Let the memory of your lowest moments burn in your mind. Remember what it felt like to hit rock bottom, to see the judgment in others' eyes, to feel like nothing you did would ever be enough. Let that memory keep you hungry. Let it keep you humble. Because the moment you get comfortable, the moment you forget the pain, that's when you fall back into the trap. Pain isn't just fuel, it's perspective. When you've clawed your way out of financial failure, you see the world differently. You stop chasing instant gratification and start building lasting wealth. You stop seeing money as the solution and start seeing it as a tool. You stop fearing failure and start using it as a weapon. They don't want you to know this. They want you to believe that failure is fatal, that pain is a sign to stop. But they're wrong. Pain is a sign to fight harder, to push further, to demand more from yourself than anyone ever thought possible. So, harness your pain. Use it to ignite the fire that will burn away every limitation, every excuse, every lie. Let your financial failure be the foundation for your greatest success. Turn your darkest moments into your brightest triumphs. Remember, pain doesn't break you. It builds you. If you're willing to let it. If you're brave enough to embrace it. Your past may be filled with failure, but your future is still unwritten. Write it with blood, sweat, and the lessons only pain can teach. This is your moment. Rise from the ashes, harness the pain, and build a life so powerful, so unshakable, that even failure itself will tremble before you. Lesson 5. Sacrifice now or suffer later. The real price of wealth. We all pay a price in this life. The question isn't if you'll pay, it's when and how much. You can sacrifice now, or you can suffer later. There is no middle ground. The road to wealth demands discipline, patience, and the willingness to endure pain today for the rewards of tomorrow. But here's the truth no one tells you. If you refuse to sacrifice now, the cost you'll pay later will be far greater. Most people choose to suffer later. They live for the moment, chasing comfort, pleasure, and instant gratification. They spend money they don't have on things they don't need, all to impress people they don't even like. They trade their freedom for fleeting satisfaction. And then they wonder why they wake up years later, drowning in debt, trapped in a job they hate, with nothing to show for it but regret. But you're not like them. You see the trap for what it is. You know that every dollar you spend today without purpose is a chain you'll wear tomorrow. You know that wealth isn't built on luck. It's built on sacrifice. On saying no to the things that don't matter, so you can say yes to the things that do. Sacrifice isn't easy. It's waking up before the sun to work harder than everyone else. It's skipping the nights out, the vacations, the luxuries, while others indulge without a care. It's putting your money to work instead of spending it on fleeting pleasures. It's the discipline to invest in your future when the world tells you to live for today. They'll call you boring. They'll call you cheap. They'll say you're missing out. Let them talk. Because while they're drowning in debt, you're building freedom. While they're chasing trends, you're mastering the game. While they're working for their next paycheck, You're building wealth that will work for you for the rest of your life. Delayed gratification isn't just about money. It's about mindset. It's about seeing the bigger picture, about understanding that temporary discomfort is the price of permanent freedom. Every sacrifice you make today compounds into something greater tomorrow. Every dollar you save, every investment you make, every moment of discipline, it all builds momentum. And one day, that momentum becomes unstoppable. But make no mistake, the road is brutal. You'll question yourself. You'll feel the pull of the easy path, the temptation to give in, to take the shortcut. Resist it. The easy path leads nowhere. The shortcut ends in a dead end. True wealth, true freedom, demands that you stay the course, that you endure the struggle, that you sacrifice now. Ask yourself, what's the alternative? To work for 40 years just to scrape by? To retire broke, bitter, and full of regret? To spend your life chasing a dream you never reach because you were too afraid to do what it takes? That's the real cost of complacency. That's the price you'll pay if you refuse to sacrifice now. So choose. Sacrifice now or suffer later. Discipline today or regret tomorrow. Wealth isn't about luck or privilege. It's about priorities. It's about making the hard choices, the unpopular choices, the right choices. Remember this: every sacrifice you make now brings you closer to freedom. Every moment of discipline is a step toward the life you deserve. So embrace the grind, embrace the pain, because the price you pay today is nothing compared to the reward that awaits. Sacrifice now. Build your wealth. And one day, you'll look back and realize that every struggle, every sleepless night, every ounce of discipline was worth it. You'll see the life you've built, the freedom you've earned, and you'll know that while others chose to suffer later, you chose to rise. Lesson 6. Getting over the idea that money is the root of all evil. They've lied to you. Since the beginning, they've whispered a poison into your ear, a mantra designed to keep you small. Money is the root of all evil. They want you to believe that wealth is corruption, that success is greed, that desiring more makes you wicked. But let me ask you this: who benefits from your belief in that lie? Certainly not you. The idea that money is evil is the greatest deception ever told. Money is not evil. It's not good either. It's a tool, a neutral force that amplifies who you already are. In the hands of the wicked, it breeds destruction. But in the hands of the just, it builds empires, saves lives, and creates opportunities. Money isn't the problem. The problem is the fear and ignorance they've drilled into you about it. They want you to despise money because they know its power. Money is freedom. Money is control. Money is the ability to rewrite the rules they've forced you to follow. And if you believe that money is evil, you'll never pursue it with the discipline and determination it requires. You'll stay broke, dependent, powerless, a pawn in their game. It's time to shatter that illusion. Money doesn't corrupt, it reveals. If you're selfish, small, and scared, money will amplify that. But if you're ambitious, disciplined, and wise, money will amplify that too. The question isn't whether money is good or evil. It's whether you are strong enough to wield it. But here's the truth they don't want you to realize. Hating money won't save you from its power. You can't escape it. Every aspect of your life is tied to it. Your freedom, your time, your choices. To deny money's importance is to deny reality. And those who live in denial are the first to be consumed by the system. Getting over the idea that money is evil starts with reprogramming your mind. Stop seeing wealth as a sign of greed and start seeing it as a sign of mastery. Mastery of discipline, of focus, of strategy. Stop envying the wealthy and start studying them. What do they know that you don't? What are they willing to do that you're not? The answers aren't hidden. They're in plain sight. But you have to let go of the chains of resentment to see them. And understand this. Wanting wealth doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you ambitious. It means you refuse to live as a victim. It means you value freedom, opportunity, and the ability to create a better life for yourself and those around you. How can that be evil? So, stop clinging to the lie. Stop using it as an excuse to stay small. Money isn't the root of all evil. Fear is. Ignorance is. Complacency is. Money is power, and power belongs to those who are brave enough to claim it. Do you have the courage to change your beliefs? To unlearn the lies and embrace the truth? Because here's the truth. Money is neither your enemy nor your savior. It's a tool, nothing more, nothing less. And like any tool, its value depends on the hands that hold it. The choice is yours. Cling to the lie and remain a prisoner, or rise above it and take control. Wealth isn't evil, it's freedom. And freedom is worth fighting for. So fight. Fight for the power, the discipline, and the mindset to rise. And never again let anyone convince you that striving for more makes you less. Lesson 7. Revenge on the system. Building wealth in a broken economy. The system wasn't built for you. It was built to exploit you. Every law, every loophole, every unwritten rule is designed to protect the powerful and keep you powerless. They want you to believe that the game is fair, that if you just work hard enough, you'll succeed. But deep down, you know the truth. The economy is broken, and the deck is stacked against you. They've chained you to a life of endless struggle, rising costs, stagnant wages, and a treadmill of debt disguised as opportunity. They've made you a slave to their system, selling your time for scraps while they profit from your labor. But here's the thing about broken systems. They can be beaten. This isn't just about survival, it's about revenge. Not the kind that burns everything down, but the kind that builds you up so high they can't touch you. The kind of revenge where you master the rules of their game, then rewrite them for yourself. The first step? Wake up. Stop blaming the system for your struggles and start taking control. Yes, the odds are against you. Yes, the barriers are real. But here's the brutal truth. No one's coming to save you. Not the government. Not your employer. Not some fairy tale lottery ticket. The only one who can change your financial destiny is you. How do you take revenge on a system designed to keep you down? You outsmart it. You outwork it. You outlast it. Start by mastering your mind. The economy might be broken, but your mindset doesn't have to be. Refuse to be a victim. Refuse to let fear dictate your choices. Instead, learn, adapt, and execute. Invest in yourself. Learn skills they can't take away from you. Skills that make you indispensable. Skills that multiply your income. Skills that put you ahead of the curve. Use every tool at your disposal. Side hustles, investments, passive income streams. Every dollar you earn and keep is a dollar they can't control. But don't stop there. Build wealth with precision and purpose. Study the markets. Understand how money moves, where it flows, and how to make it flow to you. They don't want you to know this, but wealth isn't magic. It's math. And the more you master the math, the more you tip the scales in your favor. And remember, revenge isn't just about beating the system. It's about creating something they can't touch. Build a life so unshakable, so independent, that their rules no longer apply to you. When the world crumbles around you, your foundation will hold. When others panic, you'll thrive. The system may be broken, but you are not. You have the power to rise above it, to turn their barriers into stepping stones, to use their own rules against them. This is your fight. Your chance to prove that no matter how rigged the game is, You have the strength, the discipline, and the vision to win. So rise, take control, build wealth in a broken economy, and let them choke on the ashes of the life they thought they could dictate. This is your revenge, and it's only just beginning. You've heard the truth. You've seen the trap for what it is. Now the question is simple. What will you do about it? Will you continue running on the wheel they built for you? Or will you break free and build something of your own? Freedom isn't given. It's taken. Wealth isn't luck. It's discipline. And success. Success is a choice. A choice to rise above the lies, to reject complacency, and to fight for a life that's yours, not theirs. GrimFace Financial isn't just a movement. It's a declaration of war against the system that's held you down for too long. But war demands sacrifice, courage, and a relentless hunger to win. If you're ready to turn failure into fuel, to master your mindset, and to claim the wealth and freedom they've tried to keep from you, then stay with us. Watch, learn, fight. Because the only way out is through. This is your time. Make it count.